Good morning. Good morning on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Glad to see you all. Say hi, let me know you're out there. But good morning to everybody. Good morning, Bev. Glad to see you. Always good to see you out there. And good morning to everybody else. Well, it has been a week. You can tell that the seasons are moving along, can't you? Because it's getting darker, earlier. There's changes happening, and we're now moving out of summer. Slowly, we're going to have some hot weather this week, but slowly the seasons are changing. Well, good morning, and I'll say good morning to Carol. Good morning, Carol. And good morning to everybody else out there. Let's get started. Let's get started here. And we know what getting started means for restorative yoga. That means we're going to start out lying down on your mat. Just stretch out on your mat, arms by your side, feet and legs extended, lying down on your back. Feeling the pressure of the ground against your back. Feeling all the tension draining out of your body. You know, we hold tension in shoulders and in your hips, so take your hands and press your shoulders down a little bit. Slowly allow your lower back to release. And focus on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good morning, Kathy. Happy to have you here. Inhaling and exhaling. Sometimes it's nice to place a hand on your heart just to feel the rhythm of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, lying down on your back. Inhaling and exhaling. Let the outside world fade away. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Susan, good morning to you too. We're lying down on our backs, breathing, letting go of everything. Focusing on your breath, letting your breath link your mind and your body through your practice today. That's what yoga means. It means to yoke, Y-O-K-E, like you yoke an oxen. And in yoga, what you're yoking is your mind and your body through your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you inhale, inhale compassion. Inhale joy. Inhale peace of mind. And as you exhale, exhale worries. Exhale stress. Exhale nagging thoughts. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Still lying on your back, we're going to begin our pranayama, our guided breathing. We're going to be inhaling on a 4 count, exhaling on a 6 count. So everybody get ready for this by taking a big breath in. Big, deep inhalation. Fill the lungs. Oh, full, full, full. Fill the lungs. And now blow it all out. Empty the lungs. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now on your next inhalation, let's take your fingers way to the back of your mat, toes forward, and stretch out long. Long stretch. Oh my gosh. Stretch. Take your fingers toward the back, toes toward the front. Wiggle it. Jazz hands, jazz toes. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel in your hips and shoulders. Stretch. A little bit more because it feels so great. And now let's walk hands, arms, and shoulders over to the right, keeping those shoulders on the mat, arms on the mat, breathing into your left side. Breathe into that left side. And now walk your feet and legs also over to the right. You can place, if you want to, your left ankle on top of your right ankle. Don't have to do that. You're in the shape of a crescent moon, so breathe into that crescent moon shape. Relax, enjoy it. Breathe. Oh, looking out through the screen, I can see you all out there. You look so beautiful, just a constellation of crescent moons. I love it. Breathe into that left side. Three more breaths, lying there on your back. Three more breaths. 1, 2, 3. And now uncross your ankles, walk your feet and legs back to center, hands, arms, and shoulders. Come back to center, and let's hug both knees into your chest, lying on your back, and roll left and right. Massaging your spine. Oh, that feels good. Knees into the chest, arms around your knees, giving yourself a hug because you deserve it. Oh my gosh, you so deserve a hug. Rocking left and right. And now come to center. Let's hug that right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg flat out on the mat. So right knee into the chest, hands around that knee, left leg is out, left foot is flexed to the sky. And hug that right knee in and do some ankle rolls. Do some ankle rolls with that right foot. I don't hear any snap, crackle, pop from me. Are any of your ankles snap, crackle, and popping? Hug that knee in a little bit tighter. Compress the hip joint and reverse your ankle rolls. Hug that knee in a little bit tighter. Really good compression of the hip joint. And now we're going to bring your forehead up to your knee on a 5 count. Hold it there for 5, and then gently set it back down on a 5 count. Here we go. Forehead up to knee on a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both knees come into your chest, rock left and right. There we go. Massaging your spine. It feels so good. And now come to center. Hugging your knees into your chest. Extend that right leg out on the mat. Right leg flat, straight on the mat. Right toes to the sky. Compress that left hip. Pull that knee into your chest. And do some ankle rolls. Hug that knee in a little bit tighter. Reverse your ankle rolls. Knee comes in just a bit tighter. Compressing the hip joint. And once again, we're going to take forehead up to knee on a 5 count. Hold it for 5 and then back down on a 5 count. Here we go. Forehead up to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your head there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both knees come into your chest. Rock left and right again. You know, if you think it would feel good, you're welcome to roll forward and backward if you want a little bit. But I like myself left and right, so just roll that way. Come to center. And now we're going to stretch out again on your mat. Feet to the front, fingers to the back of the mat, and make your bodies long and stretch. Stretch. Feel the stretch in the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Stretch. Feel it in your elbows and knees. Stretch. Stretch a little bit more. Make yourself super long. And now walk those hands, arms, and shoulders over to the left. Shoulders on the mat, arms on the mat. Breathing into your right side. Focusing on your breath. Remember, if your mind wanders, if your thoughts wander, come back to your breath. You can say, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. And now let's walk feet and legs also over to the left. If you want, you can place your right ankle on top of your left ankle. If that's too much, then don't do it. I'm just making suggestions here. Remember, it's your mat, it's your practice. If something doesn't feel right, make a modification. And from time to time, I'll be suggesting modifications. So breathe into that right side. You know, on the other side, you were waxing crescent moons. You were growing larger as crescent moons. And on this side, you're waning crescent moons. The crescent's getting smaller. Breathe into that right side. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, 3. And now uncross your feet. Walk your feet and legs back to center. Hands, arms, and shoulders come back to center. Knees come into your chest. Rock left and right a bit. Come to center. And now is a good time to grab your strap or the sash of a robe or something you could use as a strap. Slip that around your right foot. That right heel goes to the sky. Left leg is down on your mat. Left toes flex to the sky. Push that right heel toward the sky. This is awfully good for hamstrings. That's why we do it. Keep your hamstrings long and limber. Of course, most of us, if you're like me, have short hamstrings. And so don't do this so your leg is shaking or anything. How high your leg is isn't important. Just push through the heel. Push, 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 push. Oh, yeah. Lengthening. And now hold the strap in your right hand and lower that right leg down by your right side. Still pushing through the heel. Make sure your left hip is down on the mat. Maybe put your left hand momentarily on your hip to make sure it's down there. And then extend your left arm to try to help leverage that left side of your body down. So left arm is extended, right hand holding onto your strap, still pushing through your heel. Can you feel this? Not only in your hamstrings, but around your hip. We're stretching those 4 muscles that hold your leg bone into your hip socket. Breathe. And now let's bring that right leg back up. Transfer the strap to your left hand and lower that right leg down by your left side. Your right hip rolls up off the mat. Your right arm is extended. You can look out over that right arm. Still pushing through the heel, letting that leg get heavy. And pull your hip around for a nice, beauteous spinal twist. Remember, don't force anything. Don't try to force that leg down. Just let gravity gently pull it down and let that lower back slowly release. Still pushing through the heel gently. If your leg is ever shaking, back off. We don't want that. Breathe. This is really wonderful. Three breaths right here. 1, 2, 3, and come on back up. And let's change which foot is through your strap or through your sash or whatever you may have. And now your left leg is to the sky. Right leg flat down on your mat. Right toes flex to the sky, pushing through that left heel. Lengthening your hamstrings. Excuse me. Push, push, push. Push. And now let's lower that left leg down to your left side, holding the strap just in your left hand. Take your right hand to your hip, just making sure that right hip is down there. Right arm is extended. Left leg is out there, pushing through your left heel. Oh. I think this is actually the one that gives me the most sensation. It's really a stretch of my hip flexors. Still pushing through the heel. Breathe into it. And now let's bring that left leg back up. Transfer the strap to your right hand. Lower that left leg down to your right side. Your left hip comes up off the mat. And you're in a spinal twist again. Still pushing through the heel. Left shoulder down close to the mat. Left arm extended. Let gravity do its thing. Let gravity do its work on that left leg. Pulling it gently down. Oh, I can really feel it right back here in the old glutes. Breathe into it. Still pushing through the heel. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. And back up we come. Release the strap. You can lay that aside. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock left and right. Wibbly wobbly. Whoa, I almost went over there on that side. Rocking left and right, hugging your knees into your chest, lying on your back. Come to center, and let's come into happy baby. You can use your peace fingers to reach up and grab your big toes, or you can grab the outside of the soles of your feet. Either way, take your knees into your armpits, feet go wide, and rock left and right. And relive those days when you were 6 months old and the world was sunny and warm and people fed you and cooed over you. Rolling left and right. Massaging your spine and happy baby. So good for the lower back. And let's come to center and roll yourself up to a seated position. I like to sit on the very edge of a blanket. Give my hips a little bit of a forward tilt. So sitting with legs crossed in Siddhasana. That's the name of this pose, Siddhasana. I'll tell you a story about Siddhasana a little bit later. So, sit straight, drop the shoulders, take the top of your head high, regain your breath, and let's inhale your arms up, rising with your breath. And exhale your arms back down. Always moving with your breath. Inhale the hands up, reaching and stretching. And exhale your arms down. Inhale your hands up, go high. And as you exhale, take that left arm down by your left side. Reach high with your right arm, pull your right shoulder blade back, and lean over to the left. You can bend that left elbow if you want to go down a little bit deeper, but make sure you're pushing that right hip down into the mat. Oh yes. Stretch. And on your next inhalation, come back up and let that left arm come up to meet your right hand overhead. We're going to exhale your right arm down by your right side. That left arm goes high. Pull your left shoulder blade back and lean over to the right. This time pushing your left hip down into the mat, bending that left elbow if you want to. Bending the right elbow if you want to. Stretch, breathe into that left side. And on your next inhale, bring yourself back up and allow that right arm to come up so your hands touch overhead. Now as you exhale, take your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand goes behind you. Look back over that right shoulder to the back of your mat. Sitting tall for a nice spinal twist. Inhaling, you can lengthen your spine. Exhaling, deepen the twist. Just gently soften into the pose, not forcing it. Let's keep those shoulders now where they are, and slowly rotate your head forward to look over your left shoulder toward the front of your mat. And let your next exhalation carry you back to center. Let's inhale the hands up, rising with the breath. And as you exhale, take your right hand to your left knee as your left hand goes behind you. Sit tall, looking back over your left shoulder to the back of your mat. Inhaling, lengthen your spine, and exhaling, go a little bit deeper. Oh, lovely spinal twist. And now keep those shoulders still as you rotate your head forward to look over that right shoulder to the front of the room. And let your next exhalation bring you back to center. Let's inhale the hands up, embrace the sky. And now fold forward all the way down to the mat, taking your arms down to the mat like you were painting the wall in front of you. Make sure your hip is pushed down into the mat. Inhaling, you can lengthen your spine, and exhaling, take your heart down a little bit farther. And walk your fingers a little bit farther forward. Breathe into your back. Feel your back rise and fall with your breath. Feel your rib cage expand. These fantastic bellows that are working so hard for you. Keeping your internal fire going. And now let's walk our hands over to that right knee. You're folded over your right knee. Make sure your left hip is pushed down into the mat, folded over that right knee. Walk those left fingertips a little further out. And now let's go around 3 times with our body. We'll start with inhaling that left arm up. Then your body comes up, right arm comes up, left arm down over left knee, body down, right arm down. And let's walk our hands all the way around to that right knee again. Left arm comes up, body up, right arm up, left arm down over left knee, body down, right arm down. Walk your hands all the way around to the right knee again. Left arm comes up, body up, right arm up, left arm down over left knee, body down, right arm down. We're walking our fingers around to the right knee for the last time. We're going to meet up at the top. Left arm up, body up, right arm up, and exhale your hands down. Let's take your hands behind you. Lean back on those straight arms with your fingertips pointed forward. Draw your shoulder blades together on your back and lift your heart. If it's comfortable, you can also lift your hips, coming into a variation of reverse table. If it's comfortable for your neck, let your head fall back. And if any of this is not good for you, then back off. Don't do it. You can still be sitting on the mat. That's okay. Take your hips a little bit higher if you can. And now exhale yourself back down to the mat. Bring your body up. Take a look down at your legs. You have one leg on top or in front. We're going to put the other leg on top or in front, making the sound of crickets outside your bedroom window. Chip, 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 chip. I couldn't hear you out there, but I assume you were making those chirping sounds. Did you know that tells you the temperature? If you count over 14 seconds the number of chirps, add 40, that's the temperature outside. Pretty close. 14 seconds, number of chirps, add 40. There, you've learned something today. Let's inhale the hands up again. You never know what you're going to learn, do you? And fold forward. All the way down to the mat. Remember to press that hip down into your mat. Don't let it come up. Inhaling, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, down goes your heart. Forward go your fingers. Breathe into your back. And now let's walk your hands over to that left knee. Folded deeply over the left knee. Your right hip is pushed down into the mat. Walk those fingertips out. Now we're going to go around 3 times with our bodies again, just like we did before. We'll start with inhaling your right arm up, body up, left arm comes up, right arm down over right knee, body down, left arm down. Walk those fingers all the way around to your left knee again. Right arm comes up, body up, left arm up, right arm down over right knee, body down, left arm down. Fingers stroll over to your left knee again. Right arm up, body up, left arm up, right arm down over right knee, body down, left arm down. Fingers walk over to your left knee for the final time. We're meeting up at the top. Right arm up, body up, left arm up, and exhale your hands down. Let's come on to our hands and knees. And remember, if your knees are sensitive, you can put a blanket under those knees, coming onto all fours in a neutral table position with a flat back. And let's do a little bit of cat-cow on our own breath. Just alternating between cat and cow on your own breath. Remember, as you exhale, your back arches up like a Halloween cat, looking down between your knees, belly button drawn to your spine. And then as you inhale, your belly drops, your pelvis tilts, and your head comes up for cow. So exhale into cat, inhale into cow on your own breath. Just a nice exercise to flex our spines. And if you'd like to keep doing cat-cow, that's fine. If you want to move around in any other way, just do that. I take my head and hips in little circles. You can go forward and back. You can go left and right. This is where you respond to what your body wants. Just give in. Your body knows what it needs, so move that way. Two more breaths, and we'll meet in a neutral table position. And let's all come into a neutral table position. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're going to take that right heel to the back wall and your left arm forward. And stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. Body is long, lifted leg is long and straight, stretch. And now let's slowly exhale that left elbow underneath your body to your right knee. Inhale it back out there. Left elbow to right knee under your body. Inhale it out. Left elbow to right knee. Inhale it out. Stretch. Stretch some more. And now bend that right knee. Reach back with your left hand to your foot. Take that foot high to the sky. A little bit higher. And release. Down comes that right knee to the mat. Take your left hand and put it in front of your right hand on the mat. Stick that left hand there. Don't let it move as you sink back onto your heels for child's pose. And this should produce a really nice stretch on your left shoulder. And come on back up. Good morning, Michelle. Glad to see you this morning. Make sure, again, your hands are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're going to do spinal balance on the other side. And so take that left heel to the back wall, right arm forward. And stretch. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Put some distance between your fingertips and toes. And now let's exhale your right elbow to your left knee under your body. Inhale it out. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Inhale it out. Right elbow to the left knee. Inhale it out. Stretch. Make your body long and strong. And now let's bend that left knee. Reach back with your right hand to your foot. Take that foot to the sky. Stretch a little higher. And release. Down comes that left knee. Take your right hand and put it in front of your left hand on the mat. Keep that right hand there as you sink back onto your heels for child's pose. Lovely stretch for that right shoulder. And come on back up. Neutral table again, with hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's leave that right knee where it is and swing your right foot way to the outside of your mat, like a kickstand for your bike. Come on up on that right hand, right knee. Left arm goes to the sky, left leg is lifted, and stretch. Open your heart. Arch your back, stretch. High. And now, if this works for you, bend that left leg. Reach down with your left hand to your left foot. Take that foot in your hand and take that foot behind you. Take your heart forward, opening the heart. Stretch. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. And release. Down comes that left knee. Left arm goes under your right arm, taking your left shoulder to the mat. Spinal twist. And back up we come. Neutral table position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. This time leave that left knee still and swing your left foot way to the outside like a kickstand. Up you come on your left hand, left knee. Right arm goes skyward, right leg is lifted, and stretch. 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 And now, if you want to, you can bend that right knee, reach down to your right foot, take that foot behind you. Arch your back, open your heart. It's wonderful. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. And release. Down comes your right knee. Take that right arm under your left arm, right shoulder to the mat. Spinal twist. And come on up. Neutral table position. And we're just going to sink back onto our heels for child's pose. Balasana, child's pose. Let's curl your toes under. Take your hips high for downward facing dog. Legs are straight. Take your heart toward your heels. Walk your feet a little bit. Walk your legs. Wag your tails in downward facing dog. And now let's walk your feet to your hands, coming into a forward fold. Forward fold in downward dog. I'm sorry. Yeah, just a forward fold. I don't know why I said downward dog. Who knows? In each hand, in this forward fold, in each hand, I want you to pretend you have a 5-pound bag of those little metallic crickets. You know, the ones that you would squeeze and they go click, click, and sound like a cricket? You have a 5-pound bag in each hand of those. As you slowly roll up, I want you to feel the downward pull of those 5-pound bags of metal crickets, pulling your arms down. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming into place. And once you're standing, slowly raise the arms, still feeling the downward pull of those 5 pounds of metal crickets. Put those on your trophy shelf along with your petrified owl and your seal of the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And bring your hands down to heart center. Let's inhale your hands up and exhale them down. Inhale your hands up again. Exhale them down. Inhale your hands up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Lean over to the left, pushing your right foot down into the mat. This is a fingertip to toe stretch along that right side. And come on back up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale your hands up again, this time grabbing left wrist with right hand, leaning over to the right, pushing your left foot down into the mat. And back up, here we are. Exhale your hands down. Balance pose. Time to do a balance pose. What shall we do today? I think last time we just did tree pose, didn't we? We'll do one where we take our knee into our chest and swing the knee out to the side. How about that? So, find yourself a good place. If you want to go to a wall or a tree, if you're outside or if you have a tree growing inside your house, find yourself a support if you want one. And then stand, hands at heart center. Take your weight a little bit into your left foot, into your right foot, into your left foot, and your weight into your right foot. Let's make sure your weight's evenly distributed there. And then slowly bring that left knee up to your chest. And you can stay right here if you want. If this is where your comfort is, stay right here. Or if you want to, you can place that left hand on your left knee and slowly swing that left knee out to your side as your right arm extends to keep your weight centered over that standing foot. And let's slowly swing that leg back in, drop the raised arm, and down comes that foot. Very good. Applause for you. Ready for the other side? We're going to do it anyway. So here we go. Hands to heart center. Let's take your weight a little bit into your left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, and finally into your left foot again, making sure your weight's evenly distributed there. And let's slowly bring your knee up to your chest. If this is where you're comfortable, that's fine. Otherwise, you can hold your left knee with that. I'm sorry, that's your right knee you have into your chest. Hope I didn't get too mixed up there with the left and right. Let's swing that right knee out to your right side as your left arm extends to keep your weight centered over your standing foot. And let's slowly lower that arm, swing your knee back in. Whoa. And release, drop that knee, that foot back down to the mat. Walk your feet out. Very good. You know, whether you fell out of that really doesn't make any difference because, first of all, it's yoga practice. And second of all, learning how to catch yourself when you fall is just as important as maintaining balance. I mean, falls are so deadly at certain times of life, and learning how to catch yourself when you do lose your balance is just as important as being able to, actually do the balancing. So, this is a good time to either get a rolled up blanket or a pillow or a block or a shoebox or something and put it by the back left side of your mat. If you want to grab a quick drink of water, you can. I'll wait for you. In fact, I think I left my water out in the other room. I did. I filled up my water bottle this morning and forgot to bring it in here. That's better. All right, here we go. Let's come to the front of our mats. Standing in a nice mountain pose. Nice Tadasana. And so let's inhale your hands up and swan dive forward with a flat back. Bring yourself halfway up with a flat back. Exhale yourself back down. Step just that right foot forward. Step that right foot back. Coming into a runner's lunge. So we're on our back toes, back leg is straight. A runner's lunge. Let's take your weight a little bit into your front foot. A little bit into your back foot. Front foot. Back foot. Center your weight. Drop that back knee down to the mat. Flatten your back foot. Bring your body up. Hands come up. Do a baby back bend, just using the upper back. Ajna Asana is what this is called. And come on back up. Hands come down to heart center. We're going to take your left elbow. We're going to take your right elbow to your left knee, spinal twist, facing over to the left. Right elbow to left knee. And come on back up. Take your hands down to that front knee. Press that front knee forward over your toes. Leaning forward. And now, slowly straighten that front leg. We're sitting back on our back heel Left leg is out in front, nice and straight. You can put a block or a rolled up blanket under that left thigh if you want a little bit of stability. When you're nice and stable, inhale your hands up. Take your heart down to your knee, hands fall where they might, on your leg. We'll be here for a minute. Excuse me. I love the sound of crickets. Remember, inhaling, you can lengthen your spine. Exhaling, take your heart a little closer to your knee. Hands can go forward a little bit. Knee is straight, fairly straight. And now, with grace and elegance, bring yourself back into a runner's lunge. Grace and elegance means any which way you can. Runner's lunge. We're going to step that left foot back to join your right foot, downward facing dog. And then step that right foot forward, coming into a runner's lunge again. Let's take your weight a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit forward, a little bit back. Center your weight. Drop that back knee down to the mat. Flatten your back foot. Up your body comes. Hands come up. Baby back bend. Just using the upper back. And bring yourself back up. Hands to heart center. This time we're going to take left elbow to right knee, spinal twist, facing over to the right. Got the directions correct this time. Here we go. Spinal twist. And come on back up. Take the hands down to your knee. Press your knee forward over your toes. And now slowly straighten that leg, sitting back on your left heel behind you. Right leg is out in front. When you're nice and steady, and you can always put a block under that right thigh for stability. Inhale your hands up, or a pillow or a blanket. Exhale yourself down. Heart down to your knee, hands fall where they might on your leg. And you know, if this is hurting your back, ankle, or it's just uncomfortable for your knee, what you can do is bring that left leg out in front. Take your heel into your inner thigh and fold forward that way with your leg in front. Gives you nearly the same benefit, and it's not so hard on ankles and knees. Inhaling, lengthen, exhaling down, you go a little farther. And now with grace and elegance, just as you did before, let's come back into a runner's lunge with that right foot forward. Runner's lunge with right foot forward. Make sure your left hand is firmly on the mat, fingers spread wide. Take that right arm to the sky, spinal twist. Stretch. And down comes that right hand. Walk your hands around to the left, so you're facing the long side of your mat on the left. Toes are toward that long side. Forward fold. Let's walk your hands over to that right foot, deeply bending your right knee. Left leg is long and straight. And now we're going to walk hands over to that left foot. Deeply bending left knee, right leg is long and straight. Convert this into a runner's lunge facing the back of your mat. Runner's lunge facing the back of your mat. Right hand is firmly on the mat. Left arm to the sky. Spinal twist. And down comes that hand. Step your left foot back to join your right foot. Drop your knees down to the mat. Perform herding cats. Herding katasana, where you just turn yourself around to face the front of the mat again. Curl your toes under behind you. Sit back on your heels for screaming toes. So toes are curled under. And I'll read you a little something to take your mind off your screaming toes. This is called I Am All Ready. Okay? One flow of energy and breath connects the full depth and breadth of consciousness. Excuse me. One flow of energy and breath connects the full depth of breath of consciousness. There is nowhere to go but here, no time but now. No why or how or maybe. Just this knowing, simple and complete, that I am already what I thought I had to seek. And the commentary is, all you need for doing yoga is your body the way it is, and your mind to say, you're fine. There's nothing that needs fixing before you can begin. All right. Quiz before we come out of screaming toes. In what state is the oldest continually inhabited city in the U.S.? In what state is the oldest continuously inhabited city in the U.S.? If you said Arizona, come on out. The Acoma Pueblo since about 1150. Otherwise, stay in 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on out. And just wiggle those toes around. And sit back on your heels. Toes are not tucked under this time. We're going to do screaming wrists. Hands up, palms up. Fingertips to the mat. Palms to the mat. Draw your weight a little bit backwards so you're not supporting your full weight for part 1 of screaming wrists. You know, the oldest European city is St. Augustine, Florida, but it's 500 years younger than the Acoma Pueblo in New Mexico. There's one nearly as old in Arizona, so Arizona is also a good answer. And let's shake those wrists out. Screaming wrists on the other side. Hands out, palms down. Fingertips to the mat. Put the back of your hands to the mat and turn the creases of your elbows so they're facing the front of your mat. Rotate your arms so creases of elbows are forward. This is so good for help warding off carpal tunnel. If you have mouse finger where your index finger goes wheel from using the wheel on your mouse, this will help fix that. It happened to me. And let's shake those hands out. Let's swing your legs around in front. Lie down on your backs. Lie down on your backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Take your arms out right and lift. And take your knees from one side and then to the other, like windshield wipers going back and forth. You can have your feet on the mat or off the mat. Just a nice way to massage your spine. Back and forth. Oh, it feels so good. And come back to center. Roll yourself up to seated position again. And let's take, if you have supports, like if you have a couple towels or a couple blankets, you can stack them up near the front of your mat. Like so. And when you're like that, let's come in to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, heart toward your heels, legs are straight. And now let's take that right heel to the sky. Lift your right leg to the sky, stretch. Bend that right knee, open up your hips to the right side of your mat. And now straighten that right leg again. Take your right knee into your chest. Make 3 big circles with that knee. And then take your right knee to your right hand. Take your right foot to your left hand. So your foreleg is, your shin is, across your mat. And lay down over that leg. Take that left leg way out behind you for pigeon pose. You can bring in your blankets real close to your shin and lean down. Pigeon pose. We hold this for 3 minutes. I have a timer right here. There it goes. I just turned it over. And I'm going to read you a little bit. Here's a bit of a story. This is a story about our pose that we open class with. We open class with a pose called Siddhasana, Siddhasana. And here is the story behind that pose. Siddha refers to a yogi who has perfected yoga and achieved mastery. The Siddhas are discussed in the 3rd chapter of the Yoga Sutra and have many powers, including having the strength of an elephant, the ability to change shape and size, we saw that with Hanuman, and the power to create objects at will. Whoa. Durvasa Muni was a renowned ascetic who had gained many such mystical powers. He was feared because of his hot temper and because he was quick to curse people. Durvasa could go without food for 100 years, and he could later eat all the food he might have consumed over those 100 years in just one meal. Durvasa came to the court of King Ambarish, who was a fervent practitioner of yoga and a devotee of Vishnu. Durvasa agreed to be the king's guest and asked him to wait until he finished his bath in the river and return. It so happened that Durvasa had come to Ambarish's court at the close of the king's day of fasting, which he had been observing for his spiritual benefit. It was prescribed that the king should break the fast before sunrise, but it would be disrespectful to eat any food before a guest had been fed. When the moment arrived for breaking fast and Durvasa had still not returned from the river, the king had a dilemma. What should he do? He resolved the problem by drinking a little water, which can be considered food, or maybe not. When Durvasa discovered the king had drunk some water before feeding him, he became enraged. With his mystical powers, he created a giant demon, which he sent to ambush and kill King Ambarish. Although King Ambarish had many luxuries at his disposal, he was unattracted to his wealth and kingdom, knowing that none of it was permanent. Because of his simple-hearted devotion, he was protected by a cosmic weapon, the Chakra of Vishnu. We'll find out what happened on the other side. So right now, if you'd like to stay in King Pigeon, you can for 30 more seconds. Or you can lift your torso up, bend your back knee, and reach back and grab it with your hand. Coming into King Pigeon. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, King Pigeon in Sanskrit. And whether you're still in Pigeon or in King Pigeon, release, and let's bring ourselves into downward facing dog again. Downward facing dog. Walking your legs, wagging your tails. Getting that blood flowing in your leg again. Oh my gosh, a hot-headed demon is going to kill the king. And now let's take that left heel to the sky. Stretch, left heel to the sky. And now bend that left knee, open up your hips to the left side of your mat. Make that left leg straight up again. Bring your left knee into your chest. Make 3 large squares. And take your left knee to your left hand, your left foot over to your right hand. Take that right leg way out behind you, and then your blankets can come in next to your shin again, or your supports, and take your body down for pigeon pose. Wonderful hip opener. Pigeon pose. For another 3 minutes while I finish this story. There we go, there's the timer. 3 minutes. So let's see what happens. Because the king was protected by a cosmic weapon, the Chakra of Vishnu. As soon as the demon came near King Ambarish, the fearsome spinning wheel appeared and killed the demon instead. See, here's the spinning wheel, and there's the demon. Whoa! Then the chakra proceeded toward Durvasa, who fled the scene in great fear. Unable to shake off the spinning, scorching hot chakra, Durvasa went to Shiva and Brahma for help, but to no avail. The gods would have nothing to do with him. Finally, he went to Vishnu, who told him, "There is nothing I can do. Only if my devotee, Ambarish, is willing to forgive you, may the chakra withdraw." Durvasa went back to the king and begged forgiveness. The humble king readily forgave Durvasa and called off the spinning chakra, saving Durvasa's life. In the end, the mystical powers of Durvasa proved to be less powerful than the devotional path of yoga that King Ambarish had been following. So here's a little commentary called The Power of Love. There was no shortage of stories in the yoga scriptures that warn us about the misuse of yogic powers. In one story, the Buddha came across a yogi who, after many years of penance and practice, developed the ability to walk on water. The Buddha smiled and said to the yogi, I can let myself be rowed across the river for a few pennies. What is the use of spending so many years on attaining mystical powers? Perhaps we have to ask ourselves, what kind of perfection or power do we actually want to attain in our practice of yoga? The cities may be attractive to some, but if one doesn't take care, they are likely to reinforce the ego and eagerly distract one from the higher goal of yoga, which is to transcend the ego altogether. The true benefit of Siddhasana, our beginning seated pose, is its ability to give us space to meditate on the power and beauty of loveless giving and unconditional love. Love is so strong that it cannot be broken and is therefore the greatest power imaginable. Cultivating and this understanding and trying to live our lives in a spirit of giving accordingly is the true power or siddhi of this meditative pose, the seated pose that we open up with. Last 30 seconds, King Pigeon. Bringing your torso up, reaching back with one hand to that bended foot, or your knee is bent and one foot is up. And come on out and come into King Pigeon again, just to walk your feet. Get your blood flowing in your legs again. Sometimes people have their leg fall asleep in pigeon pose. That's okay. That's okay. So walking your legs in pigeon pose. And then drop your knees down to the mat. And take those blankets or towels or whatever you have for support and place them lengthwise on your mat. Stack one on top of another. Lengthwise on your mat like a hot dog. And then sit with your butt right against the end of those blankets or whatever you have, towels. And take your feet into a butterfly position, knees down. And just lean back on the blankets. Let your arms go wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Recline bound cobbler's pose. This is a heart opener. You might take your hands to your shoulders and press your shoulders down a little bit. And just relax here. We'll be here for several minutes. This is the ultimate restorative pose. We'll be here about 3 minutes. Relax. If it's too much for your knees to have the soles of your feet together, you can extend your legs. Just enjoy that baby back bend. Nice little gentle back bend. Opening the heart. I'm in Siddhasana right now. The whole goal of original yoga, the asanas, all the movements, was to strengthen the body so you can sit in Siddhasana for long periods of time and meditate and move inwards. And moving inwards, discovering that self at the center of us all. The self is the same as the universal, the Brahman that we talked about. Lying down in Supta Baddha Konasana. Be here for another 1.5 minutes. And now let's gently roll off of your blankets. You can move them to the side. Sit up, but still with your feet in a butterfly position. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. And let's take your forehead down toward the soles of your feet. And come on back up. Lie down on your backs. You can take your pillows or block or whatever you have, put it under your butt. Take your legs up to the sky. In a nice inversion, just letting your legs hang there. Or you can come into a full shoulder stand if you would like to. Full shoulder stand. It's whatever you would like to do. Just so you have your legs up in the air for this gentle inversion. If you happen to be in a shoulder stand, you can always drop your feet down to the mat over your head. Coming into plow pose, halasana. And come on back down, remove the block, and stretch out on your mat for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Lying down, let your feet fall open, arms down by your side, palms up. If you want to darken your environment, you can take your strap or sash of a robe, whatever, place it over your eyes. And relax. Breathing naturally. If a thought arises, acknowledge it and let it go, like a leaf floating by on a stream. begin to wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes and deepen your breath as you gently float up towards consciousness. And when you're ready, you can roll onto your favorite side. And from there, when you're ready, come on up to a comfortable seated position, Siddhasana, with your legs crossed, hands resting comfortably on your knees or in your lap, sitting straight with your eyes closed, breathing softly. We'll end with our metta meditation. I'll say 4 lines and you repeat each of these silently to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. Let's inhale your hands up, rising with your breath. Fingertips touch as your palms press together, bringing your hands down to heart center in Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for being here on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning and sharing your practice with all of your friends who are out there. Namaste. Everybody have a great, wonderful day. Have a fine weekend. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe. Let me know if you're out there. Say hi. I miss you so much. So from my heart to yours, I will see you next week. Or Friday if you're there too. So bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye.